Welcome back everyone to the Working Class Revolt. And please take a look at this picture which is being put on a billboard in Clacton, which obviously is represented by the Reform UK leader Nigel Farage. And as you can see, the billboard says £132,713 amount Nigel Farage earned from second job in his first month as an MP. And the article from Left Foot Forward claims that they are a campaign group which has funded these billboards to go up. And this is obviously done in an attempt to make the residents of Clacton angry because Nigel Farage makes so much money. But there's two problems with that. And this is a big problem that people on the left often have. And it is that they think everybody thinks the same as them. They think everybody who is not wealthy hates people who've done well for themselves. And that's simply not the case. They've still got this ideology that everybody with no money's on the left and everybody with money is on the right. Now, I'll be pretty straightforward. I don't have a lot of money at all, but I'm damn sure not far left, and I'm not going to hate on somebody for doing well for themselves. If we was to hate people like Nigel Farage for making good money through GB News and other channels, or people, MPs who write articles in the newspaper, then we should hate football players for how much money they earn, because they earn good money for the same reason. If they bring eyes to the game, they get paid for that. So if Nigel Farage is earning all this extra money, mainly I'm imagining the majority of it is through GB News, it's because when Nigel Farage speaks, people listen. But this is what winds me up about the left. They have a world of envy. They are built up with hatred for others. And all this will do, these billboards, for how much money, it will make him into an even bigger megastar in Clacton. Because people are waking up, people are noticing now that when the establishment or the mainstream media, or for some reason the fanboys of the mainstream media, push and attack somebody personally, like they're doing here, people get the backs up because they voted for Nigel Farage. So I'm going to predict now that Nigel Farage will win with an even bigger majority next time in Clacton. And I will just say finally on this that Parliament have now set up an advisory panel which is suddenly going to look into MP second jobs. And why have they not done this with the last Labour government, the last Conservative government? Because they all enjoyed having the second jobs, earning their extra money. But all of a sudden, somebody like Nigel Farage, because remember when he led UKIP, there was no alternative media out there. Somebody like Nigel Farage started getting time and airtime through GB News. He then got a job through GB News. He then got elected in Clacton for the Reform UK party. So now Parliament wants to take second jobs, in particular broadcasting jobs, away from MPs. Well, if we're going to start talking about money that MPs have been earning, let's talk about the money that the Labour MPs in particular have been claiming for the second homes and the fuel bills. Why taking that money off the most vulnerable and elderly in our society? Let's talk about the fact that if you're an MP living in the Midlands, you can't travel 3 hours down to London to do your job. You've got to have a second home down there, a second mortgage down there. You can't even just rent. You've got to have a full second mortgage on a house that one day you'll earn. But that's not a problem. That's just the way it works if you're part of the establishment. But please let me know what you think. Do you think that these techniques from the establishment and organisations like Left Foot Forward will have an impact on the popularity of the Reform leader, Nigel Farage? Thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.